Day 24, the little things. When I think about the little things, I think about how so many little things, like little drops of water, can make a vast ocean. Little drops of sand can make this immense desert. Little drops of gratitude can make such a difference in someone's life. These little drops add up. It fills our cup, it fills our heart. Just like we've been showing up every day for our practice, these little habits every day, 30 minutes, sometimes 45 minutes, adds up to greater well-being in our body, in our mind, these little habits. Gandhi said, an ounce of practice is worth 1,000 words. I love that. An ounce of practice is worth 1,000 words. So with that, let's open up our hands, open up our heart, and bring our hands in front of our heart in Anjali Mudra. And we'll open with one Om. Take a deep inhale. Softly bowing our heads towards our heart. As we release our hands, and we're going to begin with some deep breath work. We're going to take a deep breath in, filling the lower belly to the top of the lungs, and then a long exhale. When we elongate the exhale, it helps to calm down the nervous system and move into our parasympathetic system. We've been working with that lately. So we're going to inhale for 5 as we bring our hands up, and then we're going to exhale for 8 as we bring our hands to the earth with the palms facing towards the earth. If it's too long for you to exhale for 8, then you can shorten it to a different ratio if you need. So let's begin with a deep inhale, palms to the sky, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can close your eyes if you like. Inhale, palms up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last round. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, long, as long as it feels comfortable for you. Bringing your hands down to the earth. Coming to a normal breath. Place your hands on your thighs for a couple moments. Connecting to your stillness. Arriving to your mat. Next inhale, let's open our eyes, open our hands. Let's take the hands behind the head. Interlace the fingers. Open up the arms, open up the heart. With a deep inhale. Exhale, drawing the elbows towards you, chin to the chest, rounding forward, stretching the back of the neck. Inhale, open up, chest and arms. Exhale, elbows forward. Let's stay here for a couple of breaths. Chin towards the chest, stretching the spine all the way up to the top of the neck. Wonderful. Let's rise up. So shake our legs out in front of us. Hands behind for staff pose, Dandasana. Now let's bring the feet in. You want to bring the soles of the feet in towards each other. Take the hands behind you. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine. Let the knees push away towards the earth. Deep inhale, long exhale. Now, if you can, lift the hips and bring them closer to the heels, opening up a little bit more in the thighs, walking, keeping the hands behind. Press hands into the earth, lift through the torso with an inhale. Exhale, push feet into each other and feel the energy from your core moving out through the knees, just beginning to open up in the thighs here. Wonderful. Bring the legs back together. Open up the right leg and let's bring the left foot in towards the right thigh. Take the left hand behind you. Inhale the right arm up and stretch over to the left. We're going to do some movement with our breath. Take the right hand over to the right and over to the left side, just reaching towards your right foot. You don't have to reach the foot, and we're going to move back and forth like a wave. Inhale, right arm up and over, and then come back to the other side, moving with the breath. Now you're going to take the left hand behind, lift the hips up, stretch the right arm over for a nice little back bend, come down, right hand to the earth, left hand over. So you can move as fast or as slow as you like, lifting the hips, stretching, right hand up and over. Finishing one last round. Fantastic. Stretch the legs out in front. Staff pose, Dandasana. Let's bring the hands behind us, fingertips pointing towards you, or you can have them away if that's better for your wrist. Press hands into the earth, point the toes, and lift the hips. Open up in the shoulders here. Great. Hips down to the earth. Let's open up the left leg, right foot into the left thigh. And we're going to do the same movement. Take the right hand behind you, and the left arm stretches over to the right, and we'll do the opposite. Right arm up and over to the left. So we'll first do a couple of times with our hips on the earth. And if it's too much for you to lift your hips, you can stay on the earth in this way and have the body flowing with the breath. Just like you're surfing on a wave. So let's, on the next one, take your hand behind, lift the hips and extend the left arm up and over, open the heart. Maybe you can gaze behind you. Coming back. And moving with the breath at your pace. Deep inhale, long exhale. Finish with your last round. Bring legs back in. Let's come to a Dandasana. Staff pose. Bring the legs in. And we're going to come onto our backs. So if you have a strap or even a belt that goes around your waist, you can have that to the side. If you don't have one, that's okay. You'll be able to move without it. So let's have the knees bent. Lift both of the legs together, hug the knees, arms out, palms to the earth. And from the torso, twisting, knees come over to the right, but they're not going to hit the earth. They're just going to hover over the earth. And bring the knees back up and over to the other side. And back up. Then we'll do one more round. A nice twist. You can gaze over the opposite shoulder if you like. At the same time, we're strengthening the core and also creating space in between the vertebrae and the spine. Okay, bring the knees back up. Feet to the earth. We're going to hug the right knee in and hug it into the chest. Squeeze it in as tight as you can. This is also good for the lymph nodes. And then you're going to take the right foot, your right hand, the bottom of your right foot. If you can, take both hands. And if you can't reach your foot, then you can place a strap around your foot and hold the strap. So you're going to inhale, press the foot into your hand, and then exhale, drawing the knee towards the earth. For a half baby pose, just beginning to open up in our right hip here. And release, and we'll do the other side. Actually, extend the right leg up to the sky. Interlace hands behind the leg and press the foot up to the sky. Press the thigh into your hands, hug the muscle above your knee, as if you're trying to pull your kneecaps up to stretch out the back of that leg. Now we'll go to the other side. Pull the left knee into the chest. Hug it in as tight as you can. Great. And now we're going to open up the leg. Take the left hand on the outside of the left foot, grab the foot. And if you can't grab the foot, you could place a strap around the foot and hold the strap to your foot. If you can take both hands to the foot, do that. Now we're going to press the foot into the hands, up towards the sky a little bit with an inhale, and then exhale, drawing the knee towards the earth. It's not going to come to the earth, it's just drawing it towards the earth to begin opening up in this left hip here. I'm going to stay here for another breath. And so keep a resistance of the foot pressing in the hand and you're drawing the knee towards the earth at the same time. That will help to even open up a little more. Great. Extend the leg to the sky, clasp the hands behind the thigh, press the thigh into your hands, stretch the bottom of the foot towards the sky. Beautiful. Now we're going to take the strap to the bottom of our foot. And if you don't have a strap, then you can hold the back of your thigh. Strap to the bottom of the foot. And we're going to pull the knee in towards the right again. And if you can also use your hand to your foot if you don't have a strap. And now you're going to point your toes over towards the right as you move your foot over towards the right. And now begin to press the foot into the strap, opening up the leg as much as you can. And if you don't have a strap, you can hold your leg by the shin here or the thigh, or you can even hold your leg on the edge of the foot if that's possible. So holding your foot over to the right, press foot into the strap and hold the strap firmly. And we're gonna bring the leg up to the sky, still holding the strap. Drawing the foot a little towards you if possible. So bend the knee and then press the foot up to the sky with the strap to create a little deeper opening in the back of the leg. Now you want to hug the muscles above the knee. Keep these muscles firm, and that will help to safely open up the back of the leg. Release that leg to the earth. Take a breath here. Bend that knee, and we'll do the opposite leg. So let's take the strap to the bottom of the foot. We're going to pull the knee over to the left. You can have the strap or hold on the edge of the foot, or you can hold your leg if you don't have a strap as we open the leg up to the left. Now, if possible, see if your toes can rotate a little more towards the earth to create a deeper opening in your hip joint here. I've been talking to some students about opening up in the hips and the hamstrings and getting this mobility deep inside the hip joint where the femur goes inside of our hip joint, inside the pelvis. That's why we do all these different postures for our hips, is to create a healthy mobility. Pressing the foot into the hand, a hand into the foot. Inhale, bring the leg up to the sky. Now you're going to bend the knee and then press the foot into the strap up towards the sky a little more. Really keep the muscles engaged above the knee. Maybe you can draw the leg a little more towards you, just a little bit. Remember, a little at a time. It's the little things. And move with awareness. We want to stay safe. If something hurts, I want you to soften and don't push. Now we're going to release that leg. Release both legs to the earth. Extend hands up overhead. Stretch the fingertips. Let's stretch through the toes. Hug muscle the bone and every part of your body. Hug muscle the bone and release. Going to take our right hand right at the bottom of our ribs. So we're going to do some core strengthening postures. So your hands are right at the bottom of your rib cage, and then bring it in a little so you can feel your abdominal muscles there. Now flex your feet, hug the muscles to bone in your legs as if you're trying to lift your kneecaps up. Good. Take your left hand behind your head. So your right hand stays at the bottom of your abdominal muscles. So as you flex your feet, see if you can connect more to your abdominal muscles, that you feel them strengthen. So we're going to inhale and lift the head or chin to the chest. Keep your fingers here, squeezing your abdominals here so you can engage and feel them. Exhale down. So we're going to do that a couple more times. And keep the feet active with the toes flexed. Your legs are about hip width apart, not too wide and not too narrow. And here we go. We'll do this 5 times on each side. Inhale up, chin to chest. We're going to do this nice and slow. Hold here. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Fully release your breath. Fully release to the earth. Inhale up. Flex the legs and the toes. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Let's see the other side. Right hand, the back of the head. Left hand, right. It's right at the bottom of the ribs, and you can feel your abdominal muscles there. Flex feet, hug muscle the bone in the thighs. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. And let's release everything into the mat here. I'm going to take the right leg and bend the knee and place the right heel on top of the left knee here. So you want the right foot flexed. You can either clasp behind the thigh or clasp the top of your shin. As the right knee moves away, keep this top foot flexed. I'm going to draw the left knee in towards you for Sukhi Andrasana or Eye of the Needle. Now this is a deep opener for the piriformis muscle. That's the muscle that's responsible for creating ischias or sciatic pain. So when we open up this muscle, you'll feel it's targeting a deep muscle, deep in the gluteals. They can go down the leg, down your thigh. So the piriformis muscle can constrict your sciatic nerve. So we're targeting that to open it up to help release any type of pain that you may get. That pain can go all the way down the leg, all the way to the bottom of your heel. So with all the sitting everybody's doing lately, this is very good to help release those muscles that can get tight and create pain in the legs and hips. So slowly drawing your right foot towards you. Stay here with the breath. Breathe into your right hip here. As you exhale, just imagine you're blowing out tension, releasing tension with the breath. It's a deep opener. So extend the left leg up towards the sky, clasp your hands behind the thigh. Now move this right knee further away from you. Release, switch. Take the left heel on top of the right knee. Again, you can grab behind the thigh or top. This left foot is flexed. It's not on top of the leg, it's right here in front of the thigh. It's an important little detail that makes a big difference with the posture. So inhale, slowly drawing the knee towards you. Exhaling, softening in this left hip, releasing tension there. And we'll stay here for a couple more breaths, using intentional breath, inhaling into the left hip, and exhaling, softening and releasing. We'll stay here for a few more breaths. You can use your Ujjayi breath if you like, as you direct your breath into the left hip, and exhaling, releasing and softening. We hold a lot of emotional energy in our hips, so this could be a deep release. Exhaling, letting it go. It doesn't matter what you're letting go. Just release the tension. Whatever is in there, locked up, if there's anything there, just blow it out. Extend the right leg up, clasp your hands behind the thigh, and press the foot up towards the sky. Left knee moving away. Fantastic. Hug both knees in. And we're going to rock up. So to come onto all fours. Knees are a little past the hips. Hands just a little bit in front of the shoulders to take off pressure from the wrists. Claw the earth, and we're going to come into a downward facing dog. And if this downward facing dog is too much for your wrists today, then you can stay on all fours and move back to a puppy pose when we go into our down dog. So let's inhale and shrug the shoulders up towards the ears and soften in between the shoulder blades here. The next inhale, push the hands into the earth and lift the hips. So we're going to walk our feet as wide as our mat, stay on your toes and bend the knees. Lift your chin and gaze in between your hands. Lift shoulders up towards the hands with an inhale. And then exhale, push the hands into the earth as you lengthen through your spine. Head comes in between the arms, pulling tops of the thighs back. So let's lengthen through our spine here. Head is in between the arms. And now we can pedal our feet. Call it walking the dog. Bend one knee and then the other. And moving, exaggerate your movements in your hips here. Just trying to open up. This is our first downward dog. Trying to open up in the hips here in the back of the legs. Beautiful. Stretching the hands back. Now let's come to our knees. Remember, knees are wide. Draw toes together. Push hands into the earth, straightening the arms. Forehead to the mat. Let the hips be heavy on the heels. And take a couple of breaths here, letting everything melt into the mat. So with the next inhale, expand in the back body. Deep breath. Exhale, blow it all out. Blow out your thoughts. Let everything go. Let it melt into the mat. Hips are heavy on the earth. Softening in the back. Stay here for a couple more breaths. Inhale, press hands into your mat. Lift the head. So you're going to walk your fingertips over towards the right. Walk them out like spiders, stretching, creating length in your spine with an inhale and exhale. See if you can fold over your right knee as much as you can. Let's walk over to the other side. And remember, wherever you're at is perfect. It's not about yoga doing you. It's about you doing the best you can. Walk fingertips out, lengthening through the spine with an inhale. Exhale, maybe you can drape over your left knee. Let's come back to center. Come to all fours. Curl toes under. We're going to do 2 rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, drop belly. Exhale, press hands into the earth, chin to the chest. So do a couple more rounds in your own pace. Inhale, dropping belly. Exhale, chin to chest. Press hands into the earth and rounding up. Good. Come to a neutral posture. So we're going to come onto our side. Come onto our forearm here. Hand presses into the earth. So draw your shoulder up and back. Left hand braces in front. So you're going to take the left foot in front of you and lift your hips. Your right foot presses into the earth to lift the hips. And let's lower the hips. Take your left hand to your left hip. I'm going to do that a couple of times. Inhale, press the foot into the earth and lift. And exhale, release. So our hand and our elbow are firm as they press into the earth. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. We're going to do the other side. Left forearm. So you want your elbow to line up with your shoulder. That will help to create stability here in the shoulder. Shoulder up and back. Press hands into the earth. Right hand braces in front. Right leg presses into the earth. Inhale, lift the hips. As your bottom left foot, side of the foot presses into the earth. And down. Inhale, lift. And down. You can have your right hand on your hip if you like. And we'll do one more. And down. Okay, great. I'm switching sides so that you can see me. So now we're going to come to the other side again. And this time, you have an option of staying on your forearm, or you can take your hand to the mat, and we'll come into the same posture. So I'm going to take my hand to the mat. I want to have the finger spread, clawing the earth. A hand is a little bit in front of the shoulder. And I'm going to press the feet into the earth. Left foot in front. My bottom leg presses into the earth. So you can either be on the forearm or the hand presses into the earth. Now tuck your tailbone down and under to create stability here in the core. Pull the abdominal muscles in. Wonderful. Next stage is to take the front foot and stack it on top of the bottom leg. So you state the best stage for yourself. So you might be in a full side plank or the foot in front. Next stage, extend the top arm up. And the next stage is to lift the top leg and bring it back. And we can come into a wild thing. Extend the top arm back and open in the heart. And let's come back. Bring everything back to the midline. And we're going to come to a plank or come to your knees and come down to the earth. Hands underneath the shoulders. We'll come to a baby cobra. Tops of the feet press into the earth. Shoulders up and back. Hub elbows to the side body. Tuck tailbone. Expand through the heart. And let's come back. Puppy pose. Hips towards the heels. And let's come to all fours. So we're going to do the other side. So remember, you can be here with your forearm, or you can have the palm rooted into the earth. Front, have your top leg in front. So I'm going to do it with my hand. So my hand, remember, you claw the earth to take pressure out of the wrist. Wrist is a little bit in front of the shoulder, a little above the shoulder. So lift the hips, top hand to the top hip. So this might be where you're at. You might open up here, or if you want to take the top foot on top of the other foot and press the feet into the earth. Tuck the tailbone, pull the abdominal muscles in and lift the heart and expand. Next stage, bring your top leg up, bring it behind you for a wild thing. Open in the heart and extend the top arm back. Let's bring everything back as gracefully as possible and take the hands to the earth. We're going to lower down either to knees or plank to the earth. Wonderful. Let's bring our hands behind us, interlace fingers, shoulders up and back. If you can extend the arms straight, then do so and lift the torso. And then lift the legs if you can and expand out from the pelvis through the toes and from the heart into every direction. Release the hands. Push back to a child pose for a breath. And we'll come onto our backs. Extend the arms out. Gonna lift the right knee over the left. If you can hook the toes behind the leg, then do so. Lift the hips, bump them over to the right. Let knees drop to the left. So press your elbows into the earth, lift the chest up. Try to get both shoulders on the earth here. Open the arms and gaze over to the opposite side, if that's okay for your neck. And we'll stay here for a couple of breaths. Deep inhale, long exhale. With each exhale, softening into the twist, feeling the spine unwind, stilling the mind. And let's bring the legs back. Bump the hips back, shift the legs. Maybe your left foot wraps around the right leg. I'm going to bump the hips over to the left and let the knees fall over to the right. Press elbows into the earth, lift the chest up. Try to get both shoulders on the earth, open the arms. Maybe you look over to the left or straight ahead, whatever's comfortable for you. Bringing your awareness to the inhale and exhaling, softening into the posture. Try to see if you can do the best you can to keep both shoulders on the earth to create a deeper twist in your core. Deep inhale, long exhale. Come back to center. Hug knees in. You can rock back and forth if you like a little. The knees can be wide. Come to a happy baby pose, drawing knees towards the earth. And let's release legs to the mat. Shake the feet side to side a little bit and let them fall over to the right, just heavy and relaxed. Let the arms fall over to the sides. Hands are open, heart is open. Allowing everything to melt into the mat. We'll stay here for a minute. With each exhale, releasing and softening into the earth. A little bit at a time. The next breath, coming back to the surface. Bend the knees, roll over to one side, and we'll make our way up to a seated posture where we'll meet for just a couple of minutes of meditation. If you want to sit up on a blanket or pillow to lift your hips a little above the knees. So once you're in your seated posture, let the hips be heavy on the earth. You could even take your hands to your thighs and root into the earth. And inhale, lengthen up through the spine to the crown of the head. Place hands on your thighs or in your lap. Bringing your awareness inside. With each inhale, being drawn deeper inside. Imagine the breath like a bucket. With each inhale, it drops deeper and deeper inside. To your stillness, to your joy. We'll stay here for a few minutes. Bringing your awareness to your inhale and your exhale. And gently bringing yourself back to the surface. We'll open up our hands. Bring our hands in front of our hearts in Anjali Mudra, and we'll close with one Om. Let's take a deep inhale. From all of the little pieces of love in my heart to yours, namaste.